Hi, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Jelena.
Welcome to our YouTube tutorial on Tittibhasana.
Which is a firefly?
Yeah, that's right.
Pose?
Firefly. Yeah,
Mm.
I remember when I started Ashtanga, I would always giggle when I heard Tittibhasana.
Oh my God. Okay. Before we go any further, make sure to subscribe, comment, and like.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we'll do the usual. We'll go through the Venyasa Count for this posture.
It's a long one.
It's long. We'll go through it quick.
Mhm.
And then we can talk about some of the work. There's actually a lot of different things to cover.
It's a hard pose.
Maybe we should do part 1, part 2.
No, let's just do it all at once. And then if you want to see details, comment and let us know. More details.
And there's an interesting thing here right now. I have to say, in terms of the Venyasa Count, which I pride myself on kind of knowing Vinyasa counts and stuff, but we've been. I have a recording of Sharaji doing lead intermediate from 2011, and throughout the recording, there's some things where you think, okay, well, that's not quite right, as everyone, he'd make mistakes in the counting, and so usually I can just correct it according to common sense, or the vinyasa pattern that's been established. And so I was like, okay, well, in my recording, it seems like there's a mistake there. And so I was just consulting other people's recordings or, what they've written about it. And everyone has a different count. Everyone has a different count for Tittibhasana. So I'm going to do my own. I'm going to do what I think it is. And let me know in the comments if you know better but if you say you know better,
it means you've studied with Sharaji.
Yeah, and I want some kind of proof.
Yeah.
Because I've studied with Sharaji too.
For many years.
It's just by Tittibhasana, you can't remember anything. You're just like, oh my God.
You're just trying to survive it.
Yeah.
And I know the breath for a fact, the way breath goes.
Yeah, I know the breath.
Always what I listen to.
Yeah.
But that Sanskrit counts,
Yeah, and so I can go into the details of where it's not clear. I can be specific, but I'm not going to be for this right now because we'll never get to the poses.
Yeah.
So let me know if you know or what you think about that. Okay. All right. So we start this pose. What did we just finished?
We just did Dvipada.
Dvipada. So we're going to start.
No, Yogi Nidrasana.
Yogi Nidrasana. So we're going to start in downward dog. Yeah. Jelena, Chakrasana at upward dog, downward dog. Now she goes Tittibhasana, Sapta, inhale. She jumps into the first state of the asana. So that's Sapta, and it's Nasagraya Drishti, 5 breaths here. Ashtau, inhale into the second state of the asana. So she brings her feet down, wraps her arms around and binds, and then tries to straighten the legs. Okay, Ashtau, Nasagraya Drishti, 5 breaths here. And then here's one of the points of contention. Nava, inhale, walk. So you walk, inhale, right, exhale, left. You do that 5 times forward. And then 5 times back. Nava, Nava, Nava. Okay, once you're back there, you go to Dasha. Inhale. You keep the shoulders behind the knees and bring the hands around. Interlock the fingers and gaze towards the nose again. 5 breaths here. Here's another point of contention. So then Yekarasha, inhale back up into Tittibhasana. Exhale there. Dwadasha, inhale Bakasana position. Trayodasha, exhale Chatwari. Chaturdasha, inhale. Panchadasha, exhale. Okay? All right. Did that sound right?
Yeah. Sure. Sounded good to me.
The breaths were correct.
Yeah, the breath is correct. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sad.
It's hard. It's so hard because it's not just Tittibhasana, but it's Tittibhasana A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And then one more time back into A.
Yeah.
And then back into Bakasana.
Mm-hmm.
And
then is B, when you're bound, are B and C, or is there B and B walking, and then C with the hands in front?
I did.
I've heard both too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, it doesn't change the fact that it's quite difficult.
And it's difficult, and then also where it shows up in the sequence makes it difficult. I remember the first time I learned it, I could not feel my legs for 3 days. And the following day, walking up and down the stairs was, oh my God, your legs are on fire.
That's usually the issue people have with this pose is, well, there's two. One is the initial vinyasa in, which is a gatekeeper, jumping into the position without the feet touching the floor and getting the legs up. It's hard to get the knees high enough on the shoulders when you jump like that. So people tend to have that other version of Tittibhasana, where the legs are more parallel to the floor and kind of collapsed, which doesn't really work going forward with the pose. And then the other thing is the leg strength. Then while they're holding it, they find it hard to maintain and they give out. Because I don't know if you noticed, but Jelena's shoulders were behind the legs the whole time. And so the legs are supporting you the whole time.
Yeah. It's like a deep version of Kurmasana, from the primary series, but now you're actually standing on your legs.
Stretchy was a real stickler for keeping the shoulders behind the knees, like not releasing out of, as you transitioned. So you had to maintain that strength in the legs.
And the walk too was quite slow. Like inhale, exhale.
Inhale, exhale, 1.
Yes. Inhale, exhale.
And if you went too fast, it stopped you.
Yeah, I didn't do it the proper way. I just kind of gave you an idea, but 5 forward and then 5 back with that same speed. Yeah.
1, 2. I'm good at that part. Okay. So what are we going to break down? The vinyasa into it first?
Yeah. I think the vinyasa into it is not necessarily difficult. If you have been working on the vinyasa into Bhujapadasana as well as Kurmasana in the primary series, and then this is very similar to the jump in Dvipada that happens in intermediate series, so just 2 poses before this. So there's plenty of times when we had the opportunity to build this kind of work, but now it shows up as a strong gate.
Yeah. And they're strengthening you too, right? Like all those leg behind the head poses that are coming before, you're going into the exact same shape, like you're saying in Supta Kurmasana.
Yeah.
Kurmasana, you're doing that round back, shoulders behind the knees. So your body is getting the opportunity to warm up for this one, except you're exhausted.
So I guess my biggest tip now when we look at the vinyasa, when we jump, is that you want to jump and think about not keeping the legs straight actually, but like you're going to hug your arms right away to allow the bum to drop and for the knees to land high, and also for your legs to be kind of squeezing around your arms before you extend the legs.
Don't extend the legs too soon.
Yeah.
Keep the legs relaxed as you jump so they have the chance to sort
externally rotate first.
And wrap around the arms. Yeah. And then keep your hips low as you jump into it so that your thighs are pointing up, not down, right?
Yeah. And this is for 2 reasons. One, the Venyasa count is jump straight into it. Sapta, straight into the pose. So you don't really have time to do the fancy stuff of like jumping up and then nice and slow coming down, because that's you changing the breath to satisfy something. I don't know. It's up to you to figure that out. But also in terms of biomechanics, this makes so much more sense if you stay low and think about that same wrapping action that shows up in Bhujapadasana, in Kurmasana, and then Dvipada vinyasa.
Which all have that same vinyasa count, sapta. Okay. So from downward dog, you're going to bend the knees and drop the hips. And see, now Jelena's in like this posterior tilt, a little bit of flexion in the lower back. And then she'll inhale, jump, and the legs go into this external rotation. The knees wrap around. See that? So the feet are coming towards each other first. And now from here, she's going to activate the quads, point the feet, and come into the straight leg position. Hips stay low, posterior tilt still a bit of flexion in the back, and then gaze on the nose, try to open up your chest. from here, you tip forward. So now the hips can lift a little bit as the feet come down. Keep the back round, and then work your shoulders behind your knees. It's okay to use your hands here. Just don't come out of the pose. So your shoulders stay behind the legs the whole time. Internally rotate the arms, wrap around to catch. And then you probably want to widen your feet a little bit more if they're not, so that they're wider than your hips. Makes it easier to straighten the legs. And this is that Kurmasana. It's kind of a combination of Kurmasana, Supta Kurmasana. And see how round Jelena's back is? The gaze is towards the nose. It used to a long time be towards the navel. Okay, and then she's going to go from here. See, she releases the head down first. Inhale, transfer weight to the left, lift the right, and step. Doesn't have to be huge. Inhale, right, exhale, left. And you do that 5 times for it. And then same way back. Inhale, right, back, inhale, left. Inhale, right, exhale, left. From here, again, keep the shoulders behind the knees. Release the hands. Bring the heels in towards each other. They don't touch, but they come pretty close together. And then the feet turn out, maybe like 45 degrees or 50 degrees. Bring the arms around. Try to interlock your fingers or at least touch them. Wing the elbows out to the side. So push your shoulders into your legs and round the back again as you try to straighten the legs. Okay, 5 breaths here. And then from here, Jelena brings the hands back. And look, the knees are still nice and high on the shoulders. She's going to drop the hips again so that the legs point up. And then when she straightens and points, there we go. And then we've got the Bakasana inhale, which you've done in a bunch of other postures, this vinyasa. So you inhale back into Bakasana, feet together, and then exhale, Chitwari. Good?
Yeah. I really like this pose.
Yeah.
But it always, I guess, because your legs are so engaged.
Yeah, I like it.
And so it's big muscle, so you really feel like your heart starts to work and you feel the blood pumping.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like that deepness of the stretch, and it requires you to be very active.
Yeah.
There's no passive.
Your passive won't cut it. You won't get there.
No.
Yeah. So good work.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Let us know if this was helpful, or if you'd like us to break it down even more. Be specific. Maybe you can answer the question.
Maybe.
About the vinyasa.
Yeah, maybe you can. Yeah. But I want sources. And also give us a like and subscribe, please. Okay. Thanks for joining.
Ciao.